Okay.
from Jamaicans.com.
Okay.
And when we're done with our discussion, we're gonna take the script. Take the video and put it in a script, and then make it into a story.
All right. Cool.
All right. Okay. But so because I say I'm nosy, I'm not like everybody else who want to know about the record label and all that
kind
thing.
of stuff.
I want to know about the home,
Yes.
where you grew up.
Yes.
What did you do? What was different about your household? Did you
Yes.
grow up with your mom and that, that kind of thing? So tell me, where in Montego Bay are you from?
Okay, so if you want to know about the group, I have to give you the whole.
Yes.
All right, so.
We're gonna be here all day.
No, I'm gonna break it down. So I was born in Spanish Town.
Oh.
Right? Good. So we start there. I was given to my grandmother at the age of 2 months by my mother.
Okay.
I grew with my grandmother in St. Mary to around the age of 10.
Where in St. Mary?
I get between a community called Killancally.
I know Killancally.
Exactly.
I'm from Morocco, Bessa.
All right. My grandmother is from around that
Okay.
side. And, so I grew up in that community till around the age of 10. And then I went to live with my mother in Montego Bay. From that, that's where
So you're well traveled.
I am well traveled. So I grew up in Montego Bay from the age of 10. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So it tells me then that when I'm listening to your records, because I am drawn to your music in a big way.
Yes, thank
right?
you.
And it's not because it's any catchy music.
Right.
It's because I feel like your life is inside the songs.
Yes,
You understand?
yes, yes.
I listen to Daddy and I listen to over and over
Yes.
and over. And what I found was that even your tone was childlike.
Yes.
What is it about that song?
Okay, so you're a very smart man. When I did Daddy, I've always wanted to write about that topic, incest,
Yes.
because it affects so many people that I know personally.
Yeah.
But my connection to the song really came from the childish thing that you heard in the
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
Came from me not having a father while I was growing up as a kid. So no, you understand it now.
Gotcha.
I met my father, Derek Morgan, when I was in my 20s.
Oh.
I grew up as a little girl with my grandfather, he used to tell me lies, He used to say, your dad sent greetings for you on the radio today, and everybody knows that's not like that.
Yeah.
But he wanted to comfort me because my sadness came from my cousins having their fathers around, and I never had a father around. So I could not understand for the life of me why a man would want to sleep with his child when I wanted a dad so bad, as a little girl.
Makes sense.
So when we went into the studio to voice the song, I never had an intro because there wasn't, you couldn't come up with an intro for a song like that.
Yes.
So we had to sit down now in the studio and work out how I do the intro. So I went into myself and said, all right, when I was a little girl, I even today, I wish I had the relationship I'm supposed to have with my father, because every girl needs their dad, you know what I mean? So I just went into that spirit of that little girl who never really had a dad that to come and do the little daddy things with.
I hope I didn't take too much out of you in asking that question.
No. I always like to talk because a lot of people would link it with me being molested.
Oh no! I never
I have answered questions along that,
along that
line as to whether or not I would. The thing is, incest affects the middle class. It affects
the lower class, the higher class,
higher class.
Everybody.
But in Jamaica, in particular, that's where it's concentrated. And a lot of the pushback that I got from that song came from that sector of society, whether it was banning it on radio or not inviting me to Father's Day shows because I would be making fathers feel bad. But yet still, I would get the biggest applause
when
I sing that song, So it was making a sacrifice at the time, but it was a sacrifice worth making, and that's what music is. you use it to speak for those who can't for themselves, because a whole kettle of fish
Open up.
just open up, and little girls were coming forward from everywhere and reporting, and big women who have had it in them for years called my phone. I had to meet up with them and hug them. Men who were molested as well and who are now in big jobs, who are afraid to talk about it. I had to meet them in private and console them and be there for them and let them know that that's what we use music for, you know.
Well, I tell you this, that there's something about it also, because you use the term incest right here.
Yes.
But in no part of the song did I hear you use that term.
Exactly.
And the song was well written.
Because I wanted to touch on I wanted the predators to fall over wherever they were sitting, and I wanted the victims to feel vindication.
Yes.
So that is where the separation took place. I did not just want a child molester to listen to that song and just say, okay, yeah, that's just an angry person who probably was molested singing.
Right.
I wanted to touch conscience. I wanted to
reached
rip
deep down
into the soul of because I've known of sisters who have committed suicide because of this thing, who have never gotten the chance to move on with their lives. Their relationships don't work because the man have to be careful where they touch them, when they touch them, how they touch them. I've gone into institution and seen 9-year-old girl pregnant by her dad, you know, and I'm like, what? How do you do that and walk around as a man in society? And sometimes I have cases of girl who was molested by her dad, who is a big cop. Her mom lives here in Miami, and she was with him since she was like 12 years of age. She was now 18, going into college and stuff, and she was about to commit suicide one day when she looked down and saw an article about daddy and called a TV station for my number, and I had to console her for one entire day just to get her to feel better about herself. I took her out of the house that very night. Now she's so uplifted. She works in the airport. She's such a better person. She's writing a book. So it's not just talking down to the problem. It's about creating an intervention. You know, it's intervening into the lives of these people who are affected so deeply, because society just broad brush everybody, but they never look at what causes the ills in society. And a lot of times when you look at it, it's people who have been wrongly abused and been through so much, and no one is there to speak for them, you know. So who does that for them? Who gives them that voice? Who makes them feel that they're not the one who caused a grown man or a grown woman to rape them? You know, that's what we do.
I'm surprised that you're here today, because there's a forum, a conference in Kingston, where the Women of Something Foundation is having an event about child abuse and women abuse, and the sound just perfect. It could be just walking through the whole conference the whole day, you know. But you know, I'm appreciating this because, you know, I'm here, right?
Yes.
All right. So the next song that I want to talk to you about is the one about the relationship now.
Yes.
Below the waist. And
yes.
More you talk about that one day, all right? Because that is just really something that's so, you know, be as concise as you can on that, and let me know.
All right. So below the waist is simply saying that in relationships, people have difficulties. We quarrel, we fight, we make it up. That is the truth about any relationship. Whether the fight becomes physical or verbal, arguments do happen in relationship. The objective, however, is to keep the relationship for the sake, especially if children are involved in it. It's about us women understanding that yes, men do cheat and they do the things that they do, but sometimes our reaction to things and the way we behave in some of those situations determines the outcome as well. So it's about understanding why you came together in the first place, why you're in love in the first place, and just working on building on that. If it's a case where it can't fix, then you go your ways and you know, you call it quits.
I need to talk to you more, but boy, the time is going with us, and so, you know, we have to wrap it up.
Thank you.
But I thank you so much. All right, great. You have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right, great.
Do you want a photo on your phone?
Yes, please, come on.